YouTube. Long-term stock price predictions for Palantir. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. So I am on a website called coincodex.com, and they have long-term predictions as it pertains to different stocks. So in this particular case, we're looking at Palantir, and you can see they have this 2025 year. They have a price prediction of $29.45, which would be a 40% change to the upside. Now, when we really think about this, right, there has to be a reason for this to take place. Now, let's look at what's going on this year, for example. So we can see Palantir has reported their revenue growth of 21% year over year and six consecutive quarter of GAAP profitability and GAAP EPS of 4 cent, okay, per share in the first quarter of 2024. All right, now we factor that in with talks of Palantir getting into the S&P 500. And I think if that were to happen, then obviously the stock could potentially be ahead of schedule according to this. Now, this particular chart, I would say, is best case scenario, right? Because there are going to be ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and many different things that are going to take place between now and let's say 2030. Okay. So now the year 2026, they have it as $41.26. And they're basing all of this information on the average yearly growth of Palantir within the last 10 years. So this is kind of where they're coming up with these numbers. Okay. Now, I do have 100 shares of Palantir, and I make weekly income off of it with covered calls. So we talk about these things, but I don't think a lot of you take it serious. So if you have 100 shares of a stock, do not be afraid to use covered calls to make a weekly income so that you can buy even more shares of your favorite stocks. Okay. Even a lot of you guys, I know that you like Neo, a lot of you are buying and holding, but if you do your covered calls, you can supplement the losses as well. Okay. So now let's picture this, right? Let's say maybe this year or next year, or I don't know, Palantir gets into the S&P 500, and we get over $100, right? We get up to over $100. So you're essentially looking at a 656% gain, all right? So for someone like me, I've got 100 shares. Average cost for me is like $21.14. And so essentially, I'd be essentially more than 6x of my money just on letting it sit and hold. Now, some of these contracts, start to come to the light a little bit sooner than anticipated. I think we can really start to approach over $100 a share quicker than anticipated. So again, I think this chart is best case scenario, but obviously a lot is going to have to take place for us to get up over $100 per share. Okay, and so if we keep doing things like this, right? Uh, Palantir, where is it? So Palantir partners with one of Australia's leading retailers. We keep doing things like that. Also, things like Palantir partnering with Oracle. You guys remember that happened not too long ago? Okay, so if we keep doing things like that, we are going to be well over $100 per share. And so for me, I'm not really concerned when it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I'm just going to keep buying more shares. And then, one day we'll look up and, the stock will be over $100 per share. Okay. So let me know what you guys think about this long term chart that we're looking at. Do you agree with it? Do you think this is best case scenario, worst case scenario, or are you a little bit more bullish on it? Okay, what would have to take place for you to to agree with this chart. Okay. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And we're out, guys. Peace.